The general Christian faithful are unfortunately not up to speed because of our inept leadership in theology and academia, and the pretty much over the last, I don't know, 50 years, the abandonment of religious Bible study. Any kind of religious study is helpful for a general population because it's an accumulated source of some really good thinking. It doesn't matter really what discipline you find it in. But oh, this is Emperor Talk, so I need my staff here. Yeah, I'm sitting on my throne. You ever heard of a world leader that talks to his people from his own shitter? Well, you got one now. Anyway, I'm not saying that the people, the general people, are so unsalvageably ignorant, okay, that they can't be saved. They're Daves, which is an anagram for saved. So I can bring everybody up to speed. But I need help from the religious leaders, the academic leaders, the governance, and the commercial leaders who have totally abandoned history, apparently. Okay. I know there's a lot of good people, but when the common sentiment among a people in a nation is, oh, they would never do that. Oh, they would never do that. Guess what an enemy will do? They will exploit that foolish premise. They will corrupt the senators of that nation through simple bribes, through simple. Oh yeah, simple. There's a scene from Braveheart where the Longshanks, he is ordering that his own archers shoot and kill his own conscripts, the people who are fighting on his behalf. And when his general asked him, well, won't we kill our own troops? And Longshank says, well, yes, troops are expensive. Or, no, he says, but we'll get theirs too. You don't understand the daft nature of neglecting your responsibility to the common person. Okay, you leaders have totally, I mean, everybody in the United States, and I say everybody in general, but has so abandoned wisdom that an enemy, there's one primary enemy, and it's kleptocracy, but that's an ideology. There's a personal enemy that we have, and that's Vladimir Putin, because he is wise enough to exploit all these weaknesses that we have. And he uses an old recipe, an old format, okay, espionage, bribery. He gets an inside guy, and people start trading our secrets. They start abandoning our policies and protocols. People say, well, the U.S. mail is slow. Let's get rid of it. You dumbass. The U.S. mail is fixed with protocols for safety for delivering packages. If you allow commercial, publicly traded, internationally traded companies, okay, to deliver your mail, you are weakening the security of your packages being sent. Oh, well, we've got AI and IT to make sure. Who owns the companies, dumbass? Who's taking over your companies or your country through corporate investments? Your enemies are. So I'm sorry to shock you, but that's part of my job. Is the shock and awe to America started with the trickle-down economics, an ideology that says the monarchs know better and you're going to get the breadcrumbs. No. We're going to build ovens. We're going to make our own bread. All right. What are you talking about, Dave? How come you always talk in symbology? It's because I spent an hour every morning for the past, 40 or plus years reading the Bible. I'm addicted to it. I love it. King James Version. You learn a lot. It's ancient wisdom. So now that's my job, to give you the wisdom to build the people back together, to identify enemies. And we're going to do this peacefully with ethical project development. Okay? Simple. It's very simple. We're going to identify kleptocrats. We're going to identify senators who have been taking money. We're going to say $1 trillion is a stupid number. Okay? It's unidentified funds. It's there's so many things that we've abandoned from good, solid wisdom, okay, we need to bring back. It's very simple. All the protocols of the military, we're going to get the private contractor sector out of our military, especially in onboard vessels or as part of our fighting force. They don't belong there. They haven't been trained properly, and they're not loyal. They're not loyal to the standard of policy and protocol that will enable and best secure your nation. See, money is your concept of money in the United States has shifted from love your neighbor as yourself to F your neighbor and let the enemy come in and do whatever the hell they want in our country, because we want to have a good time, and we don't want to abide any moral codes because that's uncomfortable. Well, I think that the wise people that wrote the scriptures knew that would happen. So how are you going to introduce morals and ethics to people who don't care about them anymore? Enter the Antichrist. Here he is. You're getting a face full of him right now, the Antichrist. What is the Antichrist, Dave? What are you talking about? Are you evil? Are you wicked? Yeah, so are you. Antichrist takes wicked and immoral adulterers and adulteresses, like Jesus said, wicked and perverse, like Jesus Christ told us. And he wasn't insulting us. He was telling us that was our state of being as humans. Because besides God or the cosmos that operates in a perfect order and follows a system of regeneration, that is the model that the people who wrote the Bible gathered from the people who wrote about astrology. Astrology is the birthplace of our religion and our science, all right? If all this is too much for you, I understand. That's why I'm trying to humor you by telling you your cosmic emperor, your King David, your savior, sitting on the toilet, okay, just like you do. We're going to do this together. We're going to reinstate ethical projects, ethical lawmaking, ethical bill writing. We're going to make the stock system transparent, banking system, financial systems transparent through community oversight. We're going to have a 4-tier accounting system. That means anybody in the world can take a look at what's going on in their town and instantly know because we have access to the internet, okay? And if something looks fishy, it ain't going to be. You know, that we're going to end plutocracy, monarchy. We're going to put an end to kleptocracy. All these criminals that kill and destroy human life. Senators in the United States who say, yeah, I'll take that. That sounds pretty good. They make deals with Putin. They make deals with bad guys, with international corporations that are influenced heavily by oligarchs, okay? And they destroy countries, all right? And then they hide it through mass media campaigns where companies like arcanumglobal.com write the scripts. They tell you how to think. It's called psyops and psychological warfare. They control your investments. They control your speech. They tell you what to say, and pretty soon you believe the wrong thing. All right? There's your big boy shit for the morning. You're getting the straight poop. I don't know what else to tell you. You need a leader. Nobody else is going to stand up and promote the role of Antichrist. By the way, which is law. I don't think I got that part out. I got it out in a lot of other videos though that are much shorter than this one. Antichrist is simply what not to do, recorded in law. All right, it's black. It's nasty. Nobody wants to read it. Nobody wants to understand it. But if you ignore it, you end up with Mussolini and campaigns like Putin, Trump, 2024, and 2016. You end up with a blending of the use of systems and policies and laws in a corrupt way that benefit a few people. That's evil and that's wrong, and that takes away from every demographic. Every demographic. All right. Mercy and forgiveness, grace and love are woven into the law of human nurture. I wrote a law called, I didn't actually write it, no. I wrote regeneration model, and that regeneration model provides the basis for arguing about using our most precious academic models that are proven over time, whether they're scientific, whether they're theological, whatever they are. There's a 4-part process that promotes human life, and anything that doesn't promote human nurture or nurture of our planet is subject to examination. All right? Does that mean we abandon all our laws once we see Dave's great regeneration model? No. It means we start a process of doing exactly what the cosmos does. All right? I'm so happy to talk to you. Now I got to wipe. Love you guys.